Australia's burning. Australia's always had bushfires. I can remember them growing up. I was born in Colac in Victoria, in the Otway Ranges. We had bushfires constantly, and worse every 5 years or so. There were times when the damage was severe, but most times they would simply clear an area of undergrowth and be brought under control. This meant that most of the wildlife could migrate away from the fire and have a place to escape. We've always managed these fires. But now, these fires are fast-moving and violent. A few degrees of global temperatures and a prolonged drought are giving us an insight into what global warming really means. The higher temperatures release more of the eucalyptus oil into the air, creating something like a gasoline fire. The speed at which it moves traps animals and people. It's one thing to lose the forest. It's another thing to lose the unique assortment of animals that Australia has nourished by being an isolated island. Koalas have been endangered species for some time due to loss of habitat. They only eat one species of eucalypt. So they've been under pressure. And we'd all hate to lose such a gentle, harmless, cuddly creature. So we all want to help them. And we need to. But we're only treating symptoms here. Why should we save the koala if we don't save the habitat? What happens when Australia becomes a giant desert? What good are koalas without the bush? We live in a world where too many of our leaders have their heads up their arse. They actually deny climate change and consider it cool. As I watch my homeland burnt down, I live in a country where the leaders have decided not to take any action. And while that makes me angry, what's worse is that the Australian government has avoided any meaningful steps to stop global warming and even started new coal mining endeavours. What the hell is wrong with us? I can only hope that these fires are recognised for what they are. The beginning. If a degree or so can do this, what in bloody hell will 5 degrees do? It's not rocket science. I would like to think that this is Australia's worst Australia Day. That this is Australia's worst day. And if it's not, I hope that this is the day that Australia and the world finally open their eyes, get really scared, and do something about it. And that's my Australia Day wish.